They say rain is romantic. It brings peace, nostalgia, and a smell that touches something deep in the soul. But for 24-year-old Lucas, one rainy night in Paris changed everything. It started with water and ended in terror. The city was fast, loud, and relentless, completely opposite from the calm he was used to. But Lucas was ambitious, focused, he had dreams to chase. And Paris, it was just a stepping stone. Lucas had recently moved from Berlin to Paris for work. That night was no different. By the time he packed up, it was 11 p.m. The rain above him stopped. The office was silent. The streets outside soaked with rain. He worked long hours, often being the last person to leave the office. He stepped au 10 froze. No taxis. No buses, just an empty avenue lost in the storm. Lucas stood under a small overhang, shielding himself and hoping for a miracle. The rain was unforgiving. Sheets of water hammered the streets. And then he looked up and saw an umbrella. A man was standing beside him, holding the umbrella above them both. Silent still. Lucas turned, surprised but grateful. "Thank you," he said. "Today it's your tomorrow. Someone else." The man didn't respond, just stared straight ahead, trying to ease the tension. Lucas added, "Not many people stop like that anymore. You're rare." The man finally said, "I'm just a passerby. Yesterday I helped someone else." His flatmate, Daniel, was away visiting family in Belgium. Lucas was alone. There was something strangely haunting about the way he said it. Lucas gave him a polite nod and stepped away, walking into the rain. But as he walked, he couldn't shake the strange feeling the man had left behind. They were joined by another pair, slower, softer, mimicking him. The streets were empty, the rain cold, and the city unfamiliar. But then Lucas noticed something odd. His footsteps echoed through the puddles. But after a few seconds, he turned. No one. Just wet pavement, flickering street lamps, and silence. Brushing it off, he walked faster, finally reaching his apartment. He shut the door and tried to laugh it off. Stress. Just stress. But sleep wouldn't come. Thunder roared through the skies. Wind slammed against the windows. He tossed and turned, restless, uneasy. Finally, he got up for water. The moment his feet touched the floor, he stopped. The floor was wet. Rain had leaked in through the slightly open window. He walked over to close it, and then his heart skipped. A hand pressed on the outside of the window pane, pale, soaked still. He froze. His apartment was on the 6th floor. There was no ledge, no balcony, and no explanation. Suddenly, the hand vanished and the lights went out, and I died for it. Why? Lucas grabbed his phone. It was dead. It had been charging all day, and yet now it was completely off. Then he thrashed, kicked, gasped, but there was no escape. A loud crash came from the kitchen. He rushed over. When he tried to lift him, water poured from his mouth as if he had been pulled from a river. A glass bottle was shattered across the floor. A black cat stood beside it, staring back at him. He sighed. Just the cat. Just nerves. I need to sleep. He cleaned the mess, calmed himself, and turned to head back to bed. And that's when he saw him, the man with the umbrella, standing in the corner of his room, soaked, silent, water dripping from his sleeves, skin pale and slightly blue, his eyes. Empty lightning flashed, and Lucas saw his face, bloated, lifeless. He noticed a woman getting into a car, her scarf stuck in the door. He ran forward to warn her. Couldn't breathe. The man whispered. I tried to help, and then water exploded from the walls. The room flooded. Lucas struggled to breathe. Water filled his mouth, his lungs. He was drowning in his own room. The next morning, Daniel returned and found Lucas unconscious on the floor, soaked. Lucas woke up in shock, and then he told him everything, but the most haunting part, the dream. While unconscious, Lucas saw it all. A rainy night. A man standing near a metro station, holding an umbrella, trying to get home. But as he stepped off the curb, he fell into an open manhole, hidden beneath the floodwaters. No one noticed until morning. Days later, Lucas asked shopkeepers around the office district. An old woman nodded. Yes, years ago, a man died like that, helping someone. He slipped in the rain. Right over there. Lucas booked the next flight home. He never saw the man again. But even now, whenever it rains, Lucas freezes. Because some ghosts aren't here to haunt you. They're just trying to finish what they died doing, helping someone.